Hello, hi. Welcome to 60 Degrees, 9:48 p.m. February 15th. How y'all doing? No, I'm not following that pursuit. That's way too far north for me. I'm sitting right here. Oh no, 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 oh no.
Task Force 64 on the scene reports a 3-story guard-style apartment. Light smoke off the 3rd floor. Getting loaded up by the first now.
Damn, that's far up there. Hello, whoa, we're like in the shadows. Here we go. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Eric. Hello, Ricardo. It's me, Scott. What's up, Kristen? Food on the stove. Cool. Kayla, yeah. I am just now starting. Like 30 seconds ago, 45 seconds ago, whatever. It's just been sitting up there waiting. I can set it up and then I hit live. Or I set it up and I can just let it chill. And that's what you guys saw. You guys saw it. Chill. No, you weren't tripping. But Eric was confusing you. Seems like he knows everything. And the pursuit's just going and going and going and going. He gone.
3465 West 6th Street.
That'll work. No, it won't. He gone.
Yeah, truck 64 from engine 64. I'm in front of apartment 7.
What's up, dude?
Sounds like it might have been on the 2nd floor.
I will do that. Thank you very much. It is safety first, right?
Roger, we'll make our way back down.
Safety first.
Yeah, I got 864 with me, Cap.
The PR lives at 1740 Hudson, is not code 6 as a location, and possibly suffers from mental illness.
Roger with the
Later, losers. Did you work last night? Kept hoping you were gonna be live, but you never came on. No, I didn't work last night. I went night fishing with my wife and son.
1259 North Ardmore.
One of the sons, not both. Oh, Dade. No, we didn't catch anything. Lisa was not the good luck charm we were hoping she would be. I am apparently and obviously not a fisherman. Hit the like button. I don't know, can I? I can. I did. I did hit the like button. I liked it. Thank you. Any update on Pursuit? Yeah, it's going north. What's up? Let's go to Ocean going shut all my friends Sean in the dark. Could you please shout out my friends Jason, Wade, Owen, and Aaron? Hey, the fact that Sean said please, I appreciate that, and absolutely I can. What up? Wait, hold on. Now, are these 4 friends? Or you got one friend named Jason, Wade, Owen, and another one named Aaron? How many are you? Are you 4 people? Shout out my friends Jason, Wade, Owen, and Aaron. What's up, Jason, Wade, Owen, and Aaron? And Sean. Thanks for watching. Am I waiting for the chase to come by? No, I am not waiting for the chase to come by. The chase is, the laws of physics don't allow that at this point. Second suspect. Suspects. Dun, dun, dun.
There's another one that is back outstanding.
Look at Eric. Eric knows everything about everything.
It's like a black jacket, and this walkway between the buildings is kind of hung up on a fence. Do you have the clothing description?
Brown beard. No, there was no hanky-panky going on at the lake. That was when we got home.
5-4, 5-4, come in. 5-4, go ahead. For a minute. Hey, 6-4, you got both your suspects or anybody else?
Eric, I think that joke went.
We have so for 2 of the suspects we saw are in custody. Car is outstanding, but we have the 2 suspects in custody. If everything else, we're going to do protective sweep.
Going on in the 5 freeway.
Okay, protective sweep in front of you. Top not over here.
I didn't realize it was so far away. I'm a newbie, sorry. Crystal. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. And regardless if you're new or not, as long as you know your way on a map, then you know what's going on. That thing is so far north of me. I'm not moving. It's moving. What's up, man? Oh, security. What's up? What's up? I was like, who's this guy? But now I know it's security. I saw him not too long ago either. He did a walk by not through here. Not too long through here. What area am I in? I'm in the area of my vehicle. Good evening, Scott. How are you doing tonight? I'm good. What's the worst thing you ever saw? People asking me stupid questions. Tonight's show got serious. 3 minutes into the stream and energy drinks cracked open. You're right. I'm curious about your show contract. Did you get another season going? Oh, there it is. All right. I opened it and I was waiting for a reason to drink it. All right, Sean. Everybody drink.
Your family dispute, returning order violence to 18325 Kingsbury Street. Suspect GOA, if you no longer need it.
What was that movie where Jared Leto's arm got cut off or fell off or taken off? Because Requiem for a Dream. Requiem for a Dream. That's how I feel like when I have my very first... Anybody seen Requiem for a Dream? Before I sound like an idiot?
So the 21, 23 hours.
Anyone? Bueller? Bueller?
The 2017 Ford to Kellen.
All right, cool. So, Christina, so, you know when they inject it, that effect that it shows of everything going through the bloodstream, or the other way I can describe it is when Spider-Man gets bit by the spider. But that effect of when they show it going through the bloodstream and what it does, that's how I feel every time I drink one of these. Or when I open and crack open my first one and it goes in, that image always comes to head. Because obviously it works. Look at me. I'm already ready to go. Ready to go. All right, here we go. Let's try to find ourselves a story. Have I missed anything? No. How long have I been out? I've been out about an hour. I did miss a house fire though. Well, I didn't miss it because it happened at 8:30. But I got out at 9, so did I miss it? Or did I just wasn't out? Anyways, sounds like Ruben's having a great trip. I was just watching Stringers LA. What's that thing you guys wore around your torso? Alright, well, I wore it like Chewbacca. Everybody else wore it around their belt because it was a battery belt. I watched way too much Star Wars and way too much Rambo not to put that thing around my chest. Most other people Howard carried it like a purse sometimes, but I couldn't carry it on my waist. I don't have utility belts. I'm not that kind of superhero. But I wore it like Chewbacca. But it's a battery belt for our light. It's a battery belt for our light, not a battery belt for the camera. You could connect your light to the camera battery, but it went away too quick back in the day. Dude, we could just talk about equipment over the past 20 years. And then if you were to talk to somebody 10 years prior to that or 20 years prior to that, dude, they were carrying VCRs around their torsos and a camera on their shoulder. Thanks, Ruben. I appreciate it. Yeah, Krista. There was this dude who he had a 300 watter. That was he was the winner. Everybody else was 100 watt. Now they didn't do watts. I don't think you can buy a light and know the wattage these days because it's not the same type of lights. They're different lights. They're more panels than lights. Somebody smart will explain it. What's up, Colorado? You kind of sort of say beta. What's crazy about VHS and beta was consumer went VHS, industry went beta, and industry stayed beta for a while. Like just recently, some people stopped using tape. But yeah, beta tapes were better quality. That's why industry went beta, and consumer, us, you, we, went VHS. All right, here we go. Let's find a story. I will be live tonight until I'm not. I promise you, it will be over 1 hour and under 4. Anything besides that, who knows? Who knows? I got another one, so we could be here a while. What's up, New Zealand? My night is not going that well so far. Madman, that's because consumer. It's because consumer. Still on the charger? Yes, I is. Yes, I am. I'll be in it forever, man. I'm stuck in here. You guys look that way. I'm drinking a bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. What flavor, bang, bang? Purple haze. Ruben, you give me money, I put your butt in the chair.
We know where the shutoffs are. We have a sprinkler going on.
What's up, Charles?
William Tom John 035. No one, 2013 Honda two-door. The Rouge.
Mock ESPN. Definitely bang. Bang, bang. Definitely bang, bang. How much? It used to be 300 and 500, which was 4 hours and 6 hours. But I've said it before, my 15 minutes of fame is up. So there's no need for me to charge that these days. So 200 and 400 sounds about right. And you can split that with someone. So for 4 hours, 2 people can each spend $100 and hang out. Or one person can spend $200 and hang out. Or you can spend more and hang out longer. I don't know. But nobody rides for free. What do they say? Ass, grass, or cash? No one rides for free. It's a bumper sticker from what, the 70s? Well, Ruben, I'm not here to rip people off, but I'm also not here to rip myself off. Unwritten book of the road.
Main Street, bus 6 miles launch, 0830, flag service, security on the back.
You have that sticker on your motorcycle. That's funny. Did you ever go into Orange County? All the time. I was there last night. I was born and raised there.
904S in Bellflower, Cedar Street and Clark Avenue, Cedar and Clark. Body shop on fire tag is 420.
Ruben. Stringers LA would have been Josh. Would have been Josh. Uh-oh. All right, hook a brother up.
It's 23, 45, 31, 94, 45, 31, Fox 45, behind 9 and 7. Commercial structure fire, 23 district, Cedar and Clark.
Cedar and Clark. All right, that's too far. That's in the city of Bellflower. We're not near the city of Bellflower, nor could we be near the city of Bellflower anytime soon. Scott, how big was Kobe's funeral? Do you know? Charles, I don't. I don't know how big his funeral was. I just know how big the memorial's gonna be. Manny, I am up there. I'm up there right now. Kind of.
2 RD 1142 and a 50 from another. 600 Cypress is 5111 and RD 1177.
Brownbeard, that's called the first alarm assignment. I know what you're talking about. And I'm there. But not physically. I got a dude who's working there right now. He is, matter of fact, he says he's out, right? Yep, he's out. I got a dude hanging out there right now. I do. Oh, I bet it did, Charles. I bet it did. I bet it did. One of my dudes is like, hey man, let's get some credentials and go. And I'm like, hey man, I have zero interest in that. No media is allowed inside anyways. The only media will be allowed across the street in this one certain area, but I have zero interest in making my way over to that area. I'm a Kobe fan, but no interest in. I don't like people. There's gonna be a lot of people there. This is how I like to deal with people these days.
We have a FD engine involved.
What's the difference between digital scanner and non? Vivian, look at it like standard definition and HD. Standard and high def. It's basically like that. You can't hear your city scanner? Well, that's a bummer. What city are you in? And it might have to do with, it might be encrypted. There's analog, digital, and encrypted. You ain't gonna listen to encrypted. And if you are listening to encrypted, you are listening illegally, and good for you. What's my opinion on cops? Most of them are amazing people. That's my opinion on cops. When Culver City encrypted theirs, yes, and I'll tell you why. Culver City is they're their own private police. They have Culver City PD. They're not part of sheriffs or LAPD. When you have a big organization, it's tough to encrypt that. But if you have a small city that has money, it's easier to encrypt, like Culver City, Downey, Pasadena, things like that. Kim, I will do my best. Your son races Supercross. Right on. I have some friends in that industry. Back to mock ESPN. We've talked about this before, but when when most people see a cop, what do? They like behave and straighten up and tell their kids, oh, better behave or I'm gonna have the cop arrest you. That teaches that kid that cop is a bad guy. Cops in general are not bad people. Most of them signed up to help. Most of them signed up for a career. So I teach my kids when they see an officer, like, look, that's someone that's gonna help you. Look, that's someone that's here for you when you need them. Look at a police officer as a positive thing. This whole thing about anti-police, the police aren't out to get you. Don't do bad. and you won't have a problem. Don't be guilty. You won't have a problem. And not all of them are good people. I was going somewhere else with that, but I forgot. Ruben, we're talking about two different shows now. Ruben, I thought you were talking about the old show, not the new show. My bad.
Last seen on the north side of the street, on the sidewalk. 5185. 321, verify your suspect in area of AW suspect. I'll use this location. 95 standby.
En route. Ooh. Big fire. Big fire. Big fire. I'm not en route to a big fire. One of my dudes is. Are you not allowed to talk to us about the show? Ruben, I can talk about anything I want. That's the cool thing about where I live. Have I been censored? Good luck with that.
To 10450 Western Boulevard.
Let's hear that signature slogan.
Specific vehicle description, it's a 4-door 2000 Mercedes-Benz.
Oh. What's the signature slogan?
Color with a section with a rear passenger window covered.
I don't even know my own slogan. Baby B's doing good. He had himself a good time today.
Good Street is not AW suspect there now. Suspect smells like.
Oh, you guys are all confused. I haven't seen the show that LOUDLABS posted. I'm confused about that too myself. So did LOUDLABS finally? Did LOUDLABS New York finally post? Did he finally post? I know he's been working on some. I know he's been working on some stuff. Let's see here. Now, is it edited stuff or is it stream stuff? Because stream stuff, that's not a show, right? Stream stuff's not a show. Stream stuff is just stream. What do we got here? That's live. That was live. Those were live. Massive. I know he was gonna release an episode. He's making a show for YouTube TV where he had someone following him and stuff like that. Oh my, that's an old mock ESPN. That's old. Yeah, I saw that too, Gabriel. I just don't know if they have yet. What's up, Australia?
Send me 5218.
Oh man, I wish, Joe. I love me some weather chasing. Where's the best place to eat tacos? Well, Ruben, your house. I'm supposing. I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe a park with a good view. Depends on what you're into. You have the coolest job ever. Well, Kim. Thank you, I appreciate that. Cheryl, that's kind of funny. Tams, yes I am. Yes I am. Would you like to see it?
He's requesting a T-unit locating gain for a missed traffic incident 5113.
Gain for...
29, you can code 6 at 10450 Wilshire. Door to apartment number 1 and the temperature of south of my final weapons mentioned.
Joe Scott, never been over there. I'm assuming you guys have mountains. I also know a lot of it's flat, but yeah, floods suck. Either way, stuff that used to stop water flow is now gone. Whether you're on a hillside or you're flat, brush and shrubbery used to stop things, and now you got floods. That's a bum deal, man. It's usually how it works, especially like here in California. We're used to that. First comes the flyers, then comes the floods, then comes the insurance that says, you don't have one of those insurances, sorry. I'll just ask a Hispanic streetwalker. All right, Ruben, you do what you gotta do. You're watching from your tablet. Right on. I am not. I am not watching from my tablet. I'm speaking through my phone, but I am watching through my laptop. Yeah, Joe, I'd like to make it there. I just don't see myself leaving this country anytime soon. No offense to the other countries, but I'm scared to leave America. I'm not quite sure how the rest of the world feels about us right now. And there's enough here to keep me busy. But I don't need to leave. Anything I need or want to do, I can do it right here or right now. Yes, I am, Tyler. Yes, I am. Yeah, Brown Beard. I will probably make it there sooner than anywhere else, only because of how close it is, and I'm a creature of habit, so I'm familiar with it, and I would like to go to Whistler. You know, I'd like to do that whole little thing again, but I just don't see it happening. I can go to Colorado, you know. So, but yeah, and I know where you were going with that, Brown Beard. I know where you were going with that. Krista, yes we did. And one of my dudes got there late, worked the scene pretty well, and was able to get security footage. And speaking of security footage, did you guys see the security footage that On Scene acquired the other day? Yeehaw! Some great footage. Great footage. How long have you been doing Loud Labs? Well, Tyler, I've been doing Loud Labs since 2012. I've been doing this job, which has now turned into a career, for 20 years. Almost 20 years. April 4th will be 20 years since my first hit on TV, and since my first day on the job.
Is that a house or an apartment?
You're watching from Texas. Where did Zach go? Judy. Go hit your search bar, put in Zach Holman, and you'll see. And before, just make sure I'm not incorrect. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can kind of find him. He's hanging out with Patty Mayo, and he's doing some new stuff. He's doing a thing. He's doing a thing.
3US-17 Roger, 381 is in route. 32, this is PR, any further?
He is doing his thing. All right, where am I going? What am I doing? What's my thing? What's my thing?
Yes. Audio and video, yes. And can you send,
Walk close to the edge.
Close to the edge? Living on the edge. That's just rude. Rude. How dare you guys do that?
Address is
You guys
1940
are such crybabies.
West 253. Suspect's mailbox
Such
has a test on his back.
crybabies. Aware. Tamara. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm from New York. Can you do a merch drop for me? Oh no, Tyler. You will come off of the mount right there, and then you will get connected to that camera right there, and you'll go to the scene with me. Tyler, have you seen the shows? Have you seen the show? The Netflix show? Who's the best to deal with? CHP or city cops? All depends on the situation. Whoa! Hey! LAFD. Thank you for watching. I'm buckled up. Everybody, that is the Los Angeles Fire Department wishing everybody a good night, a safe night, and remember to buckle up. The last thing you want to do is for them to see you through me. And appreciate watching, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the hard work you do. Tyler, it's called, I also, see, being live, I feel like I'm always being watched. And I'm not just being watched by you guys. I'm being watched by people that I, say, work with, associate with. People that I have to stay out of the way of. I don't know how often you guys watch this, but I always tell people scene awareness equals common sense, or common sense equals scene awareness. Same thing, because I know a lot of new photographers are making their way out there, and a lot of them are getting in the way. So I'm doing my best to teach them to stay out of the way. Stay out of the way, guys. But right on, LAFD. Thanks for reaching out and saying hello.
1476 is at the
They know where I'm at. They know where I'm staged.
3834, 3834. Subject vehicle, the black constable, Toyota RAV4 on a license plate, rescued towards the pool at approximately 15 minutes ago. Suspect for female, black for 1 in 40 years, black clothing. No further description.
It's a good question, Mock ESPN.
Tampering with unknown vehicle approximately 2 hours ago. Information on
it's a good question. Tyler, the show is on Netflix. It's called Shot in the Dark. Check it out. And well, ESPN, if my brother and I are interested in career stringing, one, you're already too late. But it's never too late, but you're already too late. Is it better to always stick to a business or start our own after a while? It depends. It depends on how well established that company already is. And do you want that company to be your main competitor? Or can you figure it out with that company? It depends. I mean, obviously, it's always best to go on your own and be your own boss. But at the same time, it's not. I refused to do it from the year 2000 to 2012. So for 12 years, I was working with someone, and I refused to go out on my own. Things happened in my life where I was kind of forced to do it, and I did it. Glad I did it. But I never planned on doing it. But it's best to work with a team, unless you're not a team player.
We're going to be on Highland South Bay.
Do you often get calls while the stream is going? Tyler, yes, there's always a call somewhere. If you don't feed something that night, you weren't paying attention. But because the way that stringer evolution has taken place, there are so many of us out there right now. So you just don't go to every call because you will lose gas money. You don't go to every call. You kind of go off experience. You go to what's near you, or if you know that you can turn it into something. It all depends on the time. Like right now, if I get a huge fire right in front of me, am I going to send that out for the 11 o'clock news? Probably not. I'll hold it for the morning. If I get to that fire, and I'll use LAFD here as an example. LAFD does a great rescue like they did a few days ago, or a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, over in West LA. If they get an amazing dramatic rescue on camera, then maybe I'll feed that out as breaking news for the 11s, or I'll just hold on to it for the morning, because the footage isn't going anywhere. The story exists. It's not going to go anywhere. The only way that story or footage would be non-usable in the morning is if something bigger and better happened here or countrywide. But there's always calls going. Like we heard a fire call out, which was food on the stove. We heard that pursuit going. There's always calls, and the more I talk, the less I listen, so I can't hear the calls. And my nose always itches and tickles while alive.
Come in on citywide 5-1 surge frequency.
Now, in front of the overtop, let's look at the middle on those hard close clothing, possibly breaking into that 18 machine.
George, I don't know. Read the comments. That's about the best I could say. Is read the description. it was a pit maneuver. If you're familiar with a pit maneuver, then you will understand why and how that happened. Might be the energy drinks. Well, considering that the stream and the drinks do go hand in hand, I'm not ruling that out. I'm not ruling. Is it like my fix? Like, I need to get my drink. Ooh, I need my energy. Where's my energy? Ah, JT and HB. Sorry to hear that, man. So sorry to hear that. I hate when that happens. I really do. Every one of my stories is someone's friend, daughter, son, dad, mother, brother, sister. So the more popular the stream gets, the more popular Loud Labs gets, the more popular things get. Things like this always happen. For a minute or two, I had a friend, kind of my sister, not my sister, my godson's mom, where every week, one of my stories, she knew the person. And I was like, I just need to stop going to work for the sake of you and your friends. But it happens. I'm sorry to hear that. It is a rough one. It is a rough one. It is.
21, have you arrived?
Not readable receipt. Hold, officers, excuse me, hold,
how many different radios are you scanning? 8.
Body 1 view, yes, supervisor, yes.
And I don't know if they're scanners or radios. I'm not that kind of nerd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And my work radio is 9, but it's not here anymore. No, I haven't, Aaron. I have not. What's it taste like? Miami Cola? It sounds like something from the 80s that my parents told me to stay away from. Tamara, I do know. I do know. Mendez, it's going well, thank you. Oh, I mean, we're here, right? But it's not going well story-wise. It's a good question, ESPN. It's a good question.
For transportation,
He's doing good. Tyler, I'm used to it. Tab. Riley. So weird. So weird. Riley, what city are you in?
Vehicles and release to owner. I'm going to additional underneath the fire department country and hot South LA area that senior driver of unknown vehicle is under the influence of alcohol. Additional and incident 5250.
I can't help you out with well, that's a little far. I can't help you out with 3x2, but I can help you out with that size, which is not this size. Here's my hand. It's that size. So yeah, I do know where to get it. My email is scott@loudlabs.com. Send me your address and I'll send you a couple. I have no idea, Mendez. You're asking the wrong dude. Ask the internet. What's up, Las Vegas?
No weapons. Minor hospitalization. Code 5324 DT61.
You're very welcome, Riley. Thank you for your support. Have you ever came upon a scene where you had to help out? BD Daniels. I've never had to do anything except wake up and go to school, and even then you didn't have to do it. But anyways, yes I have, and two of the best examples that I always give are right here on camera. Matter of fact, Zach jumped in there and helped also. He kind of had to. Let me see if I can give you the exact minutes where it makes it nice and simple to find it. All right, there we go. If you start watching around, what are you? 145. No, I'd say if you start watching around 145, you'll figure it out. Look at their backs are burned and feet, dude. So crazy. They just jumped. That's why they're like that. As a oh, dude, I hate watching that footage. All right, so, and then there's this one. And then there's this one, the most recent. Have I seen the movie Nightcrawler? I have. My thoughts are it's pretty spot on, except for some obvious Hollywood embellishments. But we've talked about it before. I was researched for the role. As a matter of fact, some of the words out of my mouth were put into Jake Gyllenhaal's mouth and then said on screen. And that movie ended exactly how my life was going at that time. I was putting together a team when that movie came out. I started LOUDLABS in 2012, and by 2014, I had started a team. When I started LOUDLABS in 2012, I didn't plan on putting a team together. I was forced. Oh, there you go, Mendez. Told you. The internet tells all.
Roger that. Let's be back at the station. Victor 3, can you show myself and Victor 1?
Did they exaggerate on the price they pay for the footage? Kind of. We don't negotiate. We only negotiate national. We don't negotiate local. Now, if you were to call Channel 7, you're going to negotiate because you're not with the company. But there are standard, straight stringer prices here in LA. Every station has a different price. We're not negotiating. In the movie, they negotiated. We do negotiate with nationals like CNN, things like that. Tyler, I don't ask for donations. Thank you for wanting to contribute. Sometimes where you're typing, right below it, you'll see the $sign. That's where people can donate. Yes, I have a PayPal. I don't want to give the PayPal out because that means I'm asking you to donate. I don't ask for donations. I'm doing a job. I make money doing this job. You guys work hard for your money. I don't want it. Unless you're Elon Musk or you're a trust fund baby. If you're a trust fund baby and you just have money in your bank account and you want to give it to me, I'm not going to be opposed to that. But if you work hard for your money, I don't want your money because as you can see, I'm not working hard for my money. Sometimes I'll go out and work, but all I'm doing is hitting record on a camera and trying not to die. But I don't ask for donations. I stream just because I want people to see how this job is for real. It's not what you saw on TV. It's boring. And the stream is a way to generate money in between the stories. Because for like a decade and a half, almost 2 decades, we never made money in between the stories. This is a way for me to make money in between the stories.
Target, go to into 5358 RD 161.
38.172, traffic Manila, second in La Brea. Engine plus 37 is launches.
Southwest Station, any Southwest Supervisor, me 3899, Southwest Station, for domestic violence rollback.
How many units? 264 is the bison code for it. Outside Avenue. No, 735. Containing 2 and outside for the
Uncle Mel, black 45 years, black jacket, unknown colored pants, possibly physically assaulted victim, female, black, white dress. Additional incident 5313.
9 and 52.
Tamara, we don't have a dude doing live in the Bay Area. There's no one to follow live.
Behind. Suspect vehicle. 538.
Pure work. Watching you working, does that count as working hard for you? Yeah, Jude, why not, right? What's up, Jesse? Charles. Enough to where my parents taught me to not talk about it. Fluffy the Fluff. What's up, Fluffy the Fluff? Fluffy the Fluff, are you familiar with who I am and what it is I do? What street are you facing right now? That one. I am facing that one. Yes. It's not me, but it's Miguel. But it's not me, Scott. It's Miguel. Scott, how do you ask someone out? Well, if you're a guy, grab your sack and do it. If you're a girl, grab his sack and do it. Sorry. Right? That works, right?
Now, 1 correction, 8913 Medlock Street. Suspect male unknown believes that he attempted to break into the rear detached garage to lost visual. Incident 5367, RD 1805. Southbound Powell Boulevard has been changed to a Bronco battery for now, now to 5313.
Write that down.
11 now was mentioned on 880 West 3rd Street.
All right, now what?
5366 and RD 557.
What do we do for you? Don't worry about my singing. It's amazing. I'm the best singer ever.
Identify.
Oh, good.
One Henry George at Charles David 5 at 630 Victor Adam 1 411
Good.
311 and 251
George. It varies. When it comes to the stream, anywhere from 1 to 4. When it comes to work, anywhere from 2 to 8. I don't do 8-hour nights too often. I probably do 8-hour nights a couple times a month. Anywhere else, I probably average 4 to 6 hours a night. But I do a lot of work during the day, not in my car. And that is also about to get way worse. But anyways, yeah, I'm always working. I'm always working.
507 Ford in and Sir, it's at 5279 1601 and 507 Party 12976 1602.
Connect 62 1 Henry George Charles David 5 at 630 Victor Adam 1 4119. Returns code 37 1997 Honda 4-quarter red license.
Ooh, I like that. Sweet.
Ida Lincoln 386.
Our circle just got smaller. I like that.
89 with life force 88 ball 54
So there's what? 4 of us out, 5 of us out right now, between LA County and I guess San Bernardino Riverside.
1994 is responding. 6 in Yucca in the Northwest Shopping Center on 6th Mary Ocean Edward 200.
That's what come in. 69190, 69190, come in.
Metro Rescue 827. We're at Highland and Hollywood. We find nothing. We have anything further? 827 is reported to be in a black Nissan Altima facing eastbound on Hollywood. If you find nothing there, we have nothing further.
Come on, story. How long have we been going? 50 minutes of sitting in the car. All right, let's go see
Engine 11, you can now just continue.
Let's go see what Los Angeles looks like. Aaron Rodgers, I have no idea. If I knew that, I wouldn't be doing this job. I cannot. I used to be able to be honest with you. I used to know what people were thinking. I used to be really connected to the cosmic energy of this globe. I worded that incorrectly. What's the word that I'm looking for? What are those people called? Uh-oh, look at these guys. Where are you going? It's a dead end.
1549, Susan's call something, Gardner.
Only on a traffic collision, Roscoe and Langdon. Suzuki vehicles and older model brown sedan versus a parked vehicle. Information only incident 5386.
Charles, negative. You want to be near a freeway. Being near a fire department's only going to slow you down. What happens if you want to follow the fire department there? I want to beat the fire department there. I want to go faster than the fire department. If I'm on the same street as the fire department, I can't pass them because I'm going to a scene where the captain will either yell at me for passing a fire truck or tell the cop, hey man, this guy passed me. So parking next to a fire station is actually a terrible idea. And that's why you do what you do and I do what I do. No, Aaron, no, Ben. I'm parked in a dead end. There's nowhere to go. Behind me, that building, that's where the street stops. So, what race am I? The winning race? And when I say that, I don't mean that in the way you think I mean it. What Brownbeard said. What Brownbeard said. We are the race that is winning. But I know what you guys thought. I know what you guys thought. Thank you, Brownbeard. You saved me. Nah, I'm just kidding. You didn't save me. Most of you know that that's what I mean. We've talked about this before. This is who I is. I was born to a white Jewish mother, and my dad was a Hispanic Mexican Catholic. So for any of you Jews out there, how do you think my grandfather and grandmother felt when this big dark dude came walking in the door? But they all met at bowling. So my dad's bowling skills got him in the door. My grandma and grandpa were like, yeah. We need him on our team. So they accepted him. But both my mom's parents are from Berlin. Sometimes people look at Hitler as a negative. I look at Hitler as a positive, and not what he did to the Jews. But because if it wasn't for Hitler, my grandparents would have never fled, and I would have never been born. So sometimes you got to thank Hitler. Thank you, Hitler. You know what a great origin TV show would be? It'd be about Hitler's parents. Excuse me. Try to find the good in Hitler's parents. Obviously, Hitler was bad, but if they were to create a show where we liked Hitler's parents, it would make people think weirdly, very controversial. But anyways, my dad's parents, his mom was from Mexico, his dad was from Spain. So that is what I is. Now, growing up, I used to say I was Italian with a French mouth.
Metro Rescue 34. We're en route to a call in 46
Show my setup and scanner, please. No, every once in a while you'll catch it, drive by on the live stream, but the fact is I'm embarrassed of it because it's old. You guys want to see a nice, you guys want to see a nice setup? I don't know their names. Just go put in Stringer and you'll find it in Instagram. All right, so here we go. Bowling skills, another dating tip. Back then, yeah. Now it would be like good gaming skills, I guess. I don't know. All right, let's see.
And a red four-door sedan, partial license 6, King is some victory from Sonoma. Subject number 1 is an all black 6 feet 170 wearing a scout and only with footer gray pants with a black semi-automatic.
Francisco, thank you.
Sweatshirt, probably taking the iPhone and a wallet.
It's that much further away.
Currency, weapon use.
YouTube might pull my stream for saying Hitler. Negative. Negative. No, we didn't celebrate 2 Christmases. I celebrated 1 day of Hanukkah and Christmas.
Traffic bicyclists involved. Adams and Mansfield, Constitution
That's not too
5419.
far. I was a firm believer in Santa Claus. Santa Claus was way better than Hanukkah Claus. But I would go to my grandparents, not all 8 nights. I'd go there 1 night of the 8 nights and celebrate with my grandpa. But and my birthday is really close to Christmas, so December was a big month for me. December's a big month for me. Did you celebrate? How long did it take you to hit 100? I don't remember. Make it a sitcom like Leave It to Beaver, aka Leave It to Hitler. I don't think we can do it a sitcom, Mendez, but I really do think that, like,
51, 53, and 55.
I'll give you a great example. The Aaron Hernandez documentary on Netflix. They tried to humanize him. They tried to make you feel sorry for him. I didn't watch it. I just heard about it. So, same thing with Hitler. You're not going to humanize him, but you can humanize his parents. And it would be very controversial, and it would be very educational. It would be kind of like a look back in history. Scott, if you ever had a freelancer and you wanted to... That's a good one. Scott, did you know in 1930 there were about 50 Jews in Berlin, and 1940s there were about 300 counties that are tragic? How Mexican is your dad, or is he mixed? He's mixed. His dad is from Spain, like a white Spaniard, like a ghost. And my dad's grandpa, my grandfather's dad, had red hair. And so now we know where Brunson's red hair came from. Am I cool with followers coming up to say hi? Only if I'm at a scene. If I'm parked like I am now, no, I'm not cool with it. But if I'm at a scene and you come up and say hello, absolutely, I'm fine with that. No, I'm not familiar with Krampus. I'm not a Capricorn. Do you have a Uniden or the other one? I do have some Unidens in here. Mexican, Spaniard, Jewish crazy, right, Krista? There's not many of us. Geraldo Rivera. That's about the biggest, most famous one that I know. Not many Mexican Jews out there. Not many at all. Oh, shoot, Krista. Yeah, there you go. Huh. I didn't realize you said you are. I just thought I didn't read the I'm. How'd that work out, Krista? Mom or dad? Who's the Jew? Who's the Jew, mom or dad? Because I'm Christian. I went to Christian schools. So, but if I talk to a Jewish person, I respect the fact that they think I'm Jewish because my mom is Jewish. That's why I'm asking. I'm Jewish enough to know that if your mom is Jewish, you're Jewish. Doesn't matter what you did. But if your dad is Jewish and you stay Jewish, obviously you're Jewish. But if your dad is Jewish and you're Christian, you're not Jewish. Found Jewish news from dad's side. Ah, so you're not Jewish. But I get you. I get you. I got you.
18 RD 643.
You're Irish Italian. Hey, right on. Right though, Krista? I'm not being mean or rude, but I am being right. Like if you were to talk to, let's say, a Hasidic Jew, and do you could you practice Judaism? I'll start there. Do you practice Judaism?
So your response 850 East 80th Street, medical emergency.
17895, 17895, attempt suicide, 9840 West Avenue. Code 2 and 5430.
Not practicing. Okay, so you just found out that there was, gotcha. All right, and a lot of people think too that being Jewish is that's your nationality. I've never heard of, I don't know of a country called Judaism. I don't know. I don't know of a country where, you see what I'm saying though? It's a religion, it's not a nationality. And a lot of people really have a hard time knowing that.
You're talking about 24, 922.
Jerusalem? Is that a country? And where is it now? You're mostly German. All right, guys. Get her. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm German too. But it depends on what side of German are you. Are you the ones that kicked us out of Germany? Damn, Tams. That's crazy. What up, Octavia?
Code 6 on a TC not involved on the 2 freeway north.
Your grandma fled here. Yep. Murder, rape, and dismembering. Well, okay.
Agent 15, rescue 864, you can out this.
No injuries. I like that. I like that. We're not missing anything.
It's in 4805 RD 811.
All right, well, we've been yapping for an hour and we haven't moved, so let's move.
By 118 pounds, and Bill, like the flex deal is 924, 927, and for Mancha, 214, 2020, rescue 864 on the radio, South Page 127, West 82nd Street, Crossing Main.
And also, to 5457 and 828.
Which way do we want to
Mary
go?
Henry Union, 098.
Agent
Rescue 62, verified, call back over. Golden Mountain, Medical Center, Santa Monica, Westwood.
Clear.
Central Commander 62, Roger. Agent 55, Agent 42, traffic, northbound 2 freeway, cross over westbound Ventura. Adam 0 Young. Lincoln
There's a
John.
really long light.
Let's go back to the Young. Lincoln John 18401.
4638. Charles indicated referring location. 17 information on possible criminal drug suspect 121 West 82nd Street. On-site cars, possible group home, 4 suspects and unknown vehicle first. Tracing criminal threats. PR does not want PD to respond. Information is at 5461. 300 Burial Avenue. Possible apartment 452. Suspect is unknown.
Central Fire to Major 61. You cancel my force 94, Engine 61 is 929. Black Force 94, you can discontinue, you've been canceled. Contact that call on RD 964.
9860, Roger.
Thanks, infantry. Is that is it a problem, or would you consider that a convenience?
410 South House Boulevard.
I look at it as a convenience.
1146
Avenue, And I'm asking back to you.
This is 41216, and that's 5465. 2835. 5 Lincoln. Mayor Frank, Union 28 Battle, 0 Young.
Kayla, thank you. Well, that's kind of very nice of you.
North County license, 600 Avenue, 617. 2000 Lincoln.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Subject to the Spanish, blue screen for adapting to 390 code 3 incident 45472.
8913 Mount What's traffic unit? 28.1 here, Headland, Permanent Sweetheart, Wisdom and Beverly. 3 outside the code 2 now, Headland, felony. Incident 5208.
1281 UCLA Westwood.
Any Hollywood or West traffic unit with a pass hit me 6 Victor 1 El Centro, south of Hollywood. Incident 4802. 21-32, Senior South Joe, on the last 3 of the license plate. Honda, Volkswagen, for Hector Reyes Ceseta, or Juan Ceseta, 319 North Palm Avenue, El Centro. 9615. Let's see this there.
27 BLS 10910, plus 2 Baker.
P34, Beach across the Hollywood. George 32, code 6, Owen Thorne, running to the 7 Major Pond. 997. Code 6, Raiders South of Hollywood. 18, Ocean Mary, 426. Extra station, Detroit on Hollywood Boulevard of CVS, 26 Watson outside East House. Female Black, so 1 female Black, 16 years, all wearing black stiff sweaters. So GMC 5480 or D625. And her right idea of idea. Anything to you, Roger?
Yeah, we're going to be quick checks on our call. We're unable to locate the PR. Your better location or did that be transport?
Yeah, 5483 or D856.
West of Crenshaw on 6 Lincoln, and then I'm first to say. That's the West of Suspect number 1 is strapped in all black.
16th Street. See the female victim in front of the location. Suspect is a female Hispanic. Her female Indian with dark hair wearing a gray sweater, flagging white striped shirt.
What does that usually mean when somebody's riding a bike, carrying a bike?
And Adam 486, Prison 468.
Huh.
Can you tell us what time we went post 6?
Gonna attempt to verify status with Overland. Code Chancellor 5485, Hardy 426. 17 Avenida del Sol, 4017 Avenida del Sol, code 37546. 4015
Yeah?
Avenida Tallahassee.
You guys are all right. And then Jay also is right. NCU Images is right. Bikes! Do you guys know what that's from? Bikes!
Information is 75490. 2015 511 North Road.
Nope. There's a few answers that are acceptable. Let's see if anybody knows what's up with today's comedy world. Oh, we got a winner! But it's not necessarily, that's why I said there's a few answers that are acceptable. It's not necessarily from your mom's house. That's where you heard it, but originally it was from his stand-up. It was from one of his stand-up specials. But they talk about it all the time on Your Mom's House, and that is where you can get the merch. So yes, you are correct, but it's also from his stand-up.
Suspect vehicles are number 1, an older model, dark color sedan, number 6, dark color Mercedes sedan, 75424, RD 666.
Suspect number 1 is a male, black, 6 feet thin, dark clothing, under dark bandana with white spots around the mouth. Suspect number 2 is a male, black, 6 feet thin, dark clothing. Property taken is an iPhone and a wallet. Weapon used, black handgun, still standing.
Sounds like you're on a bad night.
Call back as a tape on still for
Hey dude, where's your muffler? Where's your muffler at, sir?
Number 2 is a male Hispanic, short hair, wearing black clothing. After the description, still to the suit and 15457 RD 2083. West African and Denver traffic, Washington and Tarawali, Washington and Tarawali, Old Washington, vehicle versus pedestrian, code incident 5497, RD 1441. West traffic, time identified.
North Hollywood unit, response code 3, worker no response code 2 to that caller.
A hair, and a male black hooded, dark hooded sweatshirt, assaulting or screaming at each other. They're at Sycamore in Hollywood. It's code 2, incident 5505 and 36. 7021 Hollywood, code 2, incident 5480, RD 645.
JR, your phone, brown beard, yes.
I've arrived at 77.
Kevin,
with 1.
yes.
Your time, my miles, 24927.
And thanks Infinity.
25
Keep trying, man. Keep trying.
You're no longer in the area. There's no further.
I don't know if you do this for a living, but if you do, you're not good at it. Travis, I'm good, thank you. How are you? How you doing?
69 is diesel process. Usual information 5510, ready 148. Begin it with a message, repeat.
For the corner set, a little bad scene, 18th Street and Western.
Into 22, squad 3, assault ALS. Whittier and
Roger.
I've tested on West traffic. There was no acknowledgement. I'll rebroadcast. Anyway, traffic unit with a basket needs 601 El Centro, South of Hollywood, incident 4802. 130 Fulton Avenue in the parking lot to the rear of the location. Suspect is in a male stand with a black jean, dark green hooded sweatshirt. Black clothes holding suspect is 5517 RD 51. Wolford Drive 17113 Lawrence Street. 22542 1007. Driver's on Division of Interest 8.3 on House Incident 8253. Christian 5253.
CU Images, because
121, Chastain, 5111, 51, 50 outside, 2543, white side.
Cable News Network, American Broadcast Company, things like that. Yes, it does, George. Yes, it does. Yes, it is, Ben. Yes, it is.
501 towards Lincoln. Suspect is a female, possible light. Additional incident 5497. 601 for 2017-90. There are no units in which pass hit in West traffic.
Number 182 proceed. If you heard 5 shots and nothing further, incident 5525.
Just property along the coast of
A White Oak Company, a white and a black, Toyota or Nissan.
Information only on incident 5524, 1017. Black wearing a black jacket assaulted a victim, a female black wearing a pink sweater. They're both walking northbound on Los Alamos. It's code 2 incident 552 3636. Roger.
Call come out on Kendra. 52 hours. 13-82.
No, Kevin, not tonight. I have not. Excuse me. The team has. I have not.
Agent Squad 64, full arrest, 535 Bonita, Pony Express.
Possible 44 suspect there now. Western is Melrose. Code 2 incident 5521 or 8637.
Tams, because he's trolling us. That's why. That's why. JT, I try. I try. I was at the course today. I took the kids. I didn't golf though. I did a little bit of putting. But maybe I'll get some in tomorrow. I'm not quite sure. Jesse, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. A lot of people being hit over on the west side today.
Are you there?
Chaser, no. Jesse, anytime. Anytime.
460. Roger.
See you. I have S by S cards.
14827, 14827, cancel incident 5451, cancel by the PR.
Ben Cunningham. It wouldn't be fair to be equality. Even though the word equal is in there, that's not fair. They get paid only if it shows up on TV, and they get paid by what shows up on TV. If they get Channel 4 and Channel 5, they get paid for Channel 4 and Channel 5. It's their money.
Your alarm company called back with the homeowner on the line. PD is still needed. PD said the homeowner's phone number will be in the comments of the call. Request by PD call him. Please call him at 5283 and 9808.
Emergency today. That's because they're not experienced. That's my guess. And they're just chasing content. So when it comes to content, it doesn't need to be newsworthy. It just needs to be content. That's my guess.
Officer meeting 21A73 to make a station.
Also because they think that's what you're supposed to do.
Several male black, no weapons, change, have chance of 5552, 1243.
Age and experience will slow that down.
From on-call places.
Eliminate 17. Per 24%, we have no units available online. We need assistance completing the forms and give them a call. The station's call.
The area of Hills and Holman. Pierre heard one shot and nothing further. Code 2, incident 5557, party 934.
Nope, Daniel, you haven't missed a thing.
On Ham Avenue. Pierre heard 3 gunshots. No suspect for victim seen. Code 2, incident
You haven't missed a
5553,
thing.
RD 1606.
Except me itching my nose, talking crap out my mouth, driving around going nowhere.
Rescue 829, canceled.
Well, the good news is I just need a story, and then I can say goodbye to you guys. Hey, Andres, everybody drink. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Highs. Yes, it is.
From Rescue 846, are we continuing through to incident 1677?
See, that took me 80 minutes to drink that. So,
889.
you can't be down in bangs, man. Can't be down in bangs, dude.
Metro from engine 79, negative. Have them come through.
Negative.
Roger, Rescue 46.
Avenue. This was a 4-door white sedan.
Roger.
Wearing a gray sweatshirt with black print, blue jeans, holding a flashlight and a tuning tool. Go to incident 5565, RD 1548.
Second with
Police near College clear and expired as of 2019. On a 2007 Saturn address on West Avenue 61.
For the engines that was involved in a TC, I need a fall to the location. 27, are you clear?
Stand by.
24Z3, you clear?
JT. Looks like they're letting out of something. Something was going on tonight. I don't know if it was a hockey game or doesn't look like basketball. I don't see any Clipper or Laker jerseys. Plus, it's a little late right now for that to be getting out.
All of West Avenue, there's information only on a reckless driver last seen in the area of Western and Sunset.
Hi, Florida. How are you?
Sunset from the location, vehicle they flagged the other Camry with no license plate. Information only on the 5569.
On their desk, remember how many going ready.
Hold on, I can't 46 my license.
21 A 29 7 5 6 3 5 3 9.
Kayla, yes and no. The kind of media and the press that we are, we're in and out quick. So credentials are for the designated area for the media away from the public. I don't need to be away from the public.
13-year-old victim in spring and first. They're standing by an olive green tent. Pierre's wearing a black sweater. This possible question the victim is a female, white, or Hispanic 13-year-old.
I'm listening to that 13-year-old. I don't need usually they tell me I can't go there, and my reasoning why I can is because the public is there. So cops won't throw anybody out until they see the big camera. Once they see the big camera, they're going to throw people away from the scene. So it's kind of weird. They're like, oh, no, you can't go there. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I can.
Brown, 57, 160, TOB, 515, 1988, KMA.
Yeah, Brown, that's what I'm thinking.
Suspect's a black male wearing a hospital mask over his face, black t-shirt, shorts, barefoot, damaging roadwork signs and street signs at the location. Code 5579, already
115. Black, brown, 57, 210.
Happy Harry Hard on. What happened? Did you burp?
Engine 13, first down. It could be Camarino Street.
What are you guys talking about? 53, I'm guessing they're waiting for an Uber.
3025 South Carolina Drive, 10 9583. Clearly.
Right?
Call 13700.
Yeah, this is definitely concert attire. I don't know if it was at Staples Center or it could have been LA Live. Google will tell you. I don't care.
4636 Mountain Avenue.
Lincoln Avenue, code 205.8, already 1981. 2 felonies, 1 misdemeanor. 12021 ATC of felony, no bail. First name Oscar, last name Garcia, middle name Leo. CFB of 0226 1986. 23152, ABC of felony, $1 million warrant for Oscar Garcia, 1987. 40508 BC misdemeanor for $2,000. Caesar, first name Caesar, last name Garcia. With the DMV of 0222 1988. Stand by for the rest of your turn.
Get a better location where I'm able to locate. Just the 6 of them, shoot the 4 seconds.
To Adams and Orange.
Alright, suspect testing.
Daniel, content.
Hey, Kansas PR. Coming up.
Rescue 89, Decorus Bridge, 620.
Hello, Australia.
Pacific Trail that come up a few minutes back, but he stated
Hello, Australia.
fine, but that doesn't show us a valid location. I'm just trying to update the location.
Good eye, mate.
Rescue 3 unconscious, 968, White Knoll Drive.
Could you put that information on the screen?
RC9 Express an additional unit. 3017 Franco.
For timed out, not protocol. And RD 182 or 162 identified.
Banda MS. Well, I was gonna say, from the look of the flavors walking around, I was gonna say it was maybe not in English. That was my thought. What's Banda MS? Paul, yes. And the thing about it is, Paul, I usually finished it up with the shrimp on the Barbie and asking you if you want a Foster's, knowing that you don't drink Foster's, and the shrimp on the Barbie is a rude comment, but look at this guy, dude. He is dressed for the night. Mexican regional music. Yeah. I would say that's right from the crowd that I am seeing.
5 is in Porters. The address is 8900 South Emerson. 5812, 5811, 5812. Did you receive the cancellation?
16.
Alright, I'm over you. My daughter comes on here sometimes.
Additional unit, second and Whitmer.
I'm guessing, I mean, that's what trolls want. Trolls want to be blocked, so I gave him what he wanted. I gave him what he wanted.
622, repeat the last numbers of the plate for NK Henry Charles George.
Foster's is terrible.
7 Rescue 41, immediate dispatch unconscious. North Cherokee Avenue. Flight Force 37 Rescue 71, please.
134. The intersection of Fallbrook and Roscoe heard only incident 5605.
Immediate dispatch unconscious. 543 North Perugia Way.
17816
Bridge Street 15 and 63 East 49th Street.
Your suspect is a male Hispanic, 50 years, wearing a gray shirt, gray shorts, blasting in an unknown direction from location. Forcibly grabbed keys from the PR's neck. Now to 2 incident 5471 RD 1787.
30. You can. Please go around.
We had a traffic collision, Arlington and Bennett, Silver Honda Accord versus a gray Toyota Corolla. Information on the incident 5609, RD 769.
283 come 3, digital traffic, 283 come 3.
15X78 12226 miles 1 for customer.
10 for sir, thank you.
Control.
Rescue 35 chest manual 1256 Mariposa Avenue.
Notify, I don't know if you're able to, but notify that one of their telephone signal control boxes has been taken out.
Metro from Medicine 3 can show us available 63 radio.
Charles William, Charles Nora, and it's going to be on the east side of the street, on the northeast corner.
Intersection 7th is Hartford. X78 12226 miles 1 for medical mix.
Code 6 Sherman Way, Fulton on 1.
Engine 13, roger.
216.01003 Grand View, the Blue Line, 103rd Street Station, Congestion. 5615, or 1826. That is the male Hispanic, 390, long hair, wearing a red sweater, blue jeans.
Daniel. So, who did I look up to growing up? My parents. But if you're talking about people, Craig Kelly, Sean Palmer, both of them are snowboarders. Who else did I look up to growing up? You got your Evil Knievel and Bruce Lees, but they weren't so much people that I admired or tried to emulate. I'm gonna sneeze now, so hold on. No, not Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, he didn't show up till I was already grown up. Thank you. That was me sneezing. I sneezed a lot. The rumor is, when I was 6 hours old, I sneezed 6 times. And my dad said, "That's my son," because my dad sneezes a lot too. There's another question here that I wanted to answer. The troll thing. The reason why I can deal with trolls is before the word troll, I was a troll. All a troll is somebody who tries to get underneath someone's skin or tries to get a response or an action from you. I've been getting responses and actions from people since I can remember, since the day I started remembering things. That's why I got kicked out of every single school I went to except the one I graduated from, because I was trying to troll the teachers, basically. It was before it was called trolls, but that's what I was doing. I was looking for a response. I wasn't the class clown, but I was very entertaining. But that's why I have no problem with trolls, because I've been getting under people's skin way longer than most of these people have been trying to get under my skin. Nah, mean. Yeah, 53. It's an autistic. I went to I went to the Santa Fe Springs Fire Department golf tournament, and
The golf course entrance near the picnic parking lot.
that was one of the associations that they were associated with.
654 35 East dispatch.
Sorry guys, I'm listening. Thanks.
Park Drive and Camp Road.
I don't want to go there right now.
1440 South Sumner Avenue.
609 Meridian Street. PD no longer needed. 105598.
I really don't want to go up there. Johnny, I'm good, thank you.
Pacific 4 mile wide, 20 years, no distance.
Thank you, Frazzle.
Vehicle, the white older model vehicle without windows on one
What
side.
kind of whip?
Vehicle has lots of duct tape around it. I don't license.
That kind.
That's like we're stealing items off residential patios in the area. Information only incident 5633 and RD2001.
It is a Dodge.
11X52,
It is a Dodge. Have you not seen it on TV?
Griffith Park Drive, Camp Road, Griffith Park Drive.
It's a very well-known vehicle these days.
5629 and RD1101.
I'm funny. You can find it on Netflix on a show called Shot in the Dark. Lori, I'm gonna let traffic die down before I get out of here.
An ambulance traffic, Camp Road at Griffith Park Drive, next to the golf club.
The good news is, if something happens in downtown, it'll be tough for anyone who's not into downtown to get into downtown. So, since I'm here, I'm kind of waiting for a downtown story. Once traffic dies down a little bit, then I'll be able to like roam around a little farther. But for right now, I'm just gonna sit here and don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. I don't know who taught you that.
Code 5253 and RD1283.
Traffic.
Yeah, updated location.
Johnny, I have one. I am very lucky. I definitely have a all-wheel drive. I am lucky.
Charles 25350 William Charles 253 male. Mother comments for additional code 2 and 5642 RD2156.
532.
Resort 14 Cultural Authenticated Verifier location. 3 David Paul 225.
Whoa, that was weird.
Rescue 857, sick person 806 East 75th Street.
Low level, moisture in the sky.
RD 1714713 and location 5522 RD 1964. Oh, 7 radio 7. 7 automatic alarm, 6500 West Elm, 1994. 2 person down, Victory in Topanga.
Film the girls, turn it into Girls Gone Wild. Well, the truth, considering that these guys were here to see, if it's my understanding, they said it was a Christian band, or a Catholic band, or church music. I don't think these girls would appreciate that. And I was raised better than that. Obviously, you weren't. Dude, is she wearing a Spider-Man dress? She's having a hard time walking, though. She's having a hard time walking in that Spider-Man dress. No, Mendez, I did not. Well, when you say rebuilt, what does that mean?
17 Adam Young, 359. 459 in the middle of roadway, Valentine Ventura, suspected a transfer, male unknown, black jacket, black shirt, it's code 32565B, or 1585.
That's a reattach incident 86 to incident 1718. We're en route. Operator error.
What schools?
Roger, machine route.
You talking about the ones that I got kicked out of? Is that what you're asking?
Rescue 92, abdominal pain. 2222 South Avenue starts.
Suspect there now, Regent and Teller. Across from the corrections. 2 suspects transit number 1 is a male white
sick person.
with a black
1500 North Vermont.
I know they're gonna kill my stream.
White colored
I'm gonna get copyrighted here.
5661 and RD 1437.
Scott got beat up so many times they had to relocate him.
On February,
Never really been beat up. And who relocated me? Who's they?
Who's
they?
From Camarillo,
And Ewok felt like he had to tell everybody he went to Hollywood tonight. Congratulations, Ewok. Scott, your first stringer ride. I started working in my Toyota truck at the time. That didn't last long. I quickly got out of that and got into a Crown Vic.
59, Sam, Adam Lincoln, David Henry, Mary, Robert 85, Frank Tom 4, 646, 1415 men, 21200 Ventura Boulevard, Richardson by 612, 918, 187. Roger.
I am not the car you're looking for.
7 Rescue 59, sick person intersection.
2181, can you verify the car gave us the center the one on the wall? I'm sure if it's not related to other position code.
5 and 6 and 57 radio 15115 Martinez Street 546 1995 it's in 1982.
Loading 71 from it. 19843, hit around the meters, point around Australian, 556, 1881. The amount of Camp Road and Grosvenor Park is related to your current incident.
81 seconds from 9089 with
Information only on the mission adult 1801, correction, 18100 Roscoe Boulevard. Subject is Devin Lorenzo Valarezo. Small Hispanic, Brown over Brown, 5'8", 130, Denville, license collection, fingerprint of 3/18/2005, blasting 1/27/2020 at 1400 hours. Morning possible bandana, mental condition is good. Any information, contact West Valley Email to check.
56, be check for a better location.
Traffic,
Engine 56 is going to be further up Griffith Park Drive, closer to the clubhouse.
2185, Valley Traffic, the black porter throwing rocks at parked vehicles.
Randy, why don't you ask him? Since you apparently know him, go ask him.
Hit him up. Traffic in Tega and Ventura Boulevard.
Hit him up. Jesse, 20 years. 20 years. I've been on the streets every night for the past 20 years.
Engine 56, it looks like it's going to be where Griffith Park comes alongside the parking lot.
I know, right, Jesse? I don't know, Randy. That stuff doesn't interest me. That stuff doesn't interest me. I call that stuff bells and whistles. Are you a bells and whistles kind of person? Anytime you get something new on your car, you have to show it off? Do you care more about your car and the lights and the bells and whistles than actually going and chasing a story? I don't like you, Randy. I don't know you, and I don't like you. See? I called it. I called it. Well, Randy? Okay. I called it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew where it was going. I recognized him as a troll just from the comments he was saying.
Flight Force 35 canceled.
507 radio 422,000 Tito.
For the felony, it's not a
Metro Information 9, confirming apartment 3.
AJ, I was covering stories in the 90s, but not news type stories. But I was covering stories. Right on, Jesse.
35 will remain north of Rinaldi between Tampa and Lizzie. 25.6
Yes, Randy, I am a loser. Yep, I am a huge loser. That's why you are sitting on your couch watching me. I am the biggest loser in Los Angeles tonight. I'll agree with you there.
Go ahead.
1962, are you clear?
Metro 814, LAPD matter only, no medical merit.
And then the other hit were
814.
Subject's daughter saw a possible male transient with a beard.
It's still an entry accident.
Unit for a critical mission.
Metro 814, no injury. Roger, we'll notify LAPD to cancel. Parties will have to exchange information.
Jesse, I've been playing with cameras since the 80s, so having cameras around me wasn't a big deal. Wasn't a big deal at all. I have a camera on me now. I have one right there. I got one right there. I'm surrounded by cameras. So cameras aren't a big deal. The Clippers are the biggest losers in LA.
37, yes.
1504, do you want me to forward the return to your screen?
Well, handle a complaint of injury, Pacific Coast Highway and Broad, it's 562 NRD 517.
It's coming back to LA now? Ooh.
We're going to be at 824 Gap.
Further for the call by 1236 West 10th Street.
Where's it at? But is it like still in Bakersfield? Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's way up by Gorman. It's on the Grapevine right now. Grapevine.
South Park, UNC 5535, RD 271. Overtain Group 70, Corona Lane, at 554 14 moments to await South Valley Bray, and 557
She's coming back. Is that a hybrid Cadillac? In front of us, or what I'm in? I'm definitely not in a Cadillac. Or a hybrid.
There's SmackDown Coldwater Canyon at Burbank. Vehicle is a dark colored pickup truck blocking lanes. Consumed at 5691 or 81531.
Probably hear it.
615 Hauser and apartment. No further.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it actually.
Traffic collision on an injury.
Let it figure it out here.
Jefferson in the intersection. Incident 5693.
Dude, everybody is still floating out of this place.
1115. There is an additional 507. George 1, George 2 is around. Are you clear?
Demons, I don't believe you yet.
24290, 24290, 150 inside line, 31171.
I don't quite believe you yet. It's not his blinker, it's his flasher, so his people can be found.
7817 Roger. 259 from 65 to 6746 Single Avenue,
I don't know what that. Oh, a partner. No.
Are you available?
I work better by myself.
14 ER1, are you clear? Verifying for Sherman out Seagull. Suspect is walking towards the line, dragging a female wearing a heavy set clothing.
Yeah, I don't hear any pursuit on Fig.
3731, 27th Street.
City Southwest Supervisor, meet 3813, 3731 West 27th Street.
Maria Clock Link from Alfredo. 6 Victor 8, 6 Victor 4, code 6, 6126 Hollywood. 40 West Sunset Boulevard, suspect among 18 years, with the description. No weapon seen. Code 2 incident 5699 and RG 644. Hollywood unit, unknown trouble, 2 minutes away in Bronson Avenue. Subject is the brother, male Hispanic, light complexion, 46 years, 5'9", dark brown hair, with a beard, drives a black BMW, no further. Monitor comments code 2 incident 5700 RD 628.
Oh, that was me.
Normandy at 36.
That was me yawning.
Candy and just see what's going on.
Park.
Congress North of Hollywood, 5 George Tom Charles, 520.
She's on a your bicycle. 5695 on 5 George Tom Charles, 520.
29 on the AEW domestic violence at 19.
Demons lurking. Obviously, you're showing your
Now screaming and
intelligence.
Female heard making threats. Information incident 5327.
RD 1762. He's caught them vandalized expression, tagging into building. It's code 2 incident 5706 and RD 176. Investigation 2668 Highland Avenue. It occurred 20 minutes ago. Peak one right out of the bus stop.
Michael, that was an amazing video. Yes, I've seen stuff like that before. I've gone to one where the car actually landed in the second story of an office building.
On scene unknown direction. Suspect is the passenger, 20 to 30-year-old male Hispanic. Shaggy hair, facial hair, white t-shirt.
King TS, get your thoughts and comments straightened up and try again. We're just trying to make sense.
Possible ADW suspects are now 16835 Tribune Street. Related to incident 4970, suspect vehicle is a silver or white 4-door Dodge Ram pickup with 2 to 4 occupants.
Boom, emergency today. Look at you.
5717 RG 1737.
Look at you.
Silence and right after Canada. 415 group gang fights Broadway and 66, Broadway and 66 in the alley, 30 male black, female black, involved in the first fight, and then the southern surgery incident 5716 90 1391.
Around site management, 337
Grand 2 Broadway.
89 standby. 9437, rescue 59 overdose. 331, turn out the drive west. Tech control, test team out. Channel 47.
Standby 26 PL 34, 56 on the taping on a well, also landed on Oregon Place on Hall 132. You would see his line again with major inside damage, roger on the OPG.
Check control, testing out. Channel 8. Engine 89, orbit 377. Channel 9.
Copy 377.
What up, 289?
Channel 11.
270 was people.
George 313.
Channel 13. Tech control, testing Mulligan, channel 14. Tech control, testing.
5034, Los Alamos North of Hollywood for a third.
Tech control, testing Mulligan, channel 16.
Again, King TS, get your questions and statements together, and then come back with your question.
David John 107, identify all.
35 from Shell Code 6, just in San Julian on 7 David Mary George 179. 45 from 6, 5th in San Julian, 7 David Mary George 179.
Hollywood female unit needs 6FB34, Los Palmas north of Hollywood for a search. Tail unit battery just occurred. Sonar in Gladstone, on Sonar east of Gladstone. Good chance that test on the 30.
Control, looking nice.
Available handle 80 WC.
King TS, do you have Netflix?
I guess
I hate answering questions where the answer is readily available. Then don't ask dumb questions. How old are you? If you're 12 or 13, it's understandable. But if you're a 20-something-year-old male, stop asking stupid questions.
Moorpark Street. Inside an abandoned house. Suspect rides a black bicycle, underwear, black hooded sweatshirt. Possibly lit a fire in the fireplace. Smoke is emitting. Good chance of 5736.
He put a fire in the fireplace? No way.
Unit TC refusing to ID James and Wood 9
No way.
5740 D2044. 99 Pierce, stepping out at 6654 Lehman Way.
Agent Rescue 64, cardiac arrest, 244, saving 93.
To the here in a jerk race theater. Carrying the 6 vehicles of Black Honda Accord on a license blasting on 16th Street towards Long Beach. Incident 5741 RD 13 1943, screaming child, 8750 Langdon Avenue, 8750 Langdon Avenue, unknown apartment. PR hears a female child screaming, possibly male and female. Hispanic, also physically fighting. Code 3 is in 5738 RD 1981. Aurora, G884. 4717 and 1247, are you clear?
See you at
16 Avenue.
13, Shell Code 6, 34.
632, Roger.
Hey, Bree, W. Ross.
Yeah, I'm sitting in my car.
3632.
Life force and risk 29, immediate dispatch, breathing difficulty, 8130.
What's going on here? Well, Sam Jones, a bunch of people got out of a concert. That's what's going on here. You're also sitting here watching me work. Kind of. This is part of the job. The other part is to drive somewhere and go record a story. Meth is bad.
For 9019, I'm unable to
Or good, depending on what situation you are or how old you are. Just all depends on what's going on here. Well, Sam Jones, I just told you. Sam, do you have Netflix? Okay, great. Go watch the show. Yes, emergency. This is the part. Oh, look at her. She took off her, she couldn't handle it anymore. She's like, nope, no more. I'm not wearing them anymore. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's funny.
And a 415 group, 12848 Victory Boulevard, Starbucks incident, 5733, already 1523.
highway there.
What do you consider a good TC?
Heading on highway unit 415 man, Lancashire and Chandler. See the PR, will direct the suspect now black 25 years.
Yeah, Mendez. I've lived in downtown and I've had a few offices in downtown, and the number one rule that I have, no sandals in downtown. As a matter of fact, she wasn't my wife then, but my wife had a pair of downtown shoes. meaning she used to always wear sandals and flip-flops, and then when she'd come hang out at the office or my place, she'd have her downtown shoes. You do not walk around downtown LA in sandals or barefoot, but when your feet hurt, your feet hurt.
Paper plates.
Jesse, no, I didn't. And I just picked my nose.
George 2, Smith.
AJ, I can only give away shirts with the Netflix logo on it. I legally cannot sell shirts with the Netflix logo on it.
310, person 3017 Frontal.
Heading up Hollywood unit battery suspect as well. 7540 Kingston Avenue, apartment 103. Suspect now Hispanic, 17 years, white and gray shirt, blue jeans, kitchen at 5761 RD 1504. East corner of Central National at the 76 gas station. 837, 1137, are you clear?
Right, Mendez? Yeah, I've seen that too. And a lot of that has to do with a lot of it has to do with a lot of these people have like white carpet, and with the white carpet you don't want your dog getting your carpet dirty after taking it for a walk. What up, Heisenberg? How you doing?
Can you have rescue 59 come to corrected address at 475 Daily, 475 Daily?
Can I accept donations for a shirt? Mendez, you're funny.
5437, Roger. Confirming. Still room 404.
Yes, that's correct. That's access in front of this address.
Rescue 59, copy of the updated address 475
George, my thoughts on Shafir. Too soon. It was too soon. He didn't know his daughter died at that time, so you got to give him that. That's what he does. But as we are in the cancel world, he's kind of canceled in LA. He can't come to LA. He cannot do any shows in Los Angeles anytime soon. My thought is he was trying to make light of a bad situation. He happened to be in North Carolina. North Carolina is where Kobe was drafted to and refused to play. Ari is from North Carolina. Ari is a Laker hater and a Kobe hater. So when he said that, a lot of people kind of knew it that, and it just bad timing. Too soon. That's my thought on it. Too soon.
Holes in his ears. Incident 5749 in early 2017.
David, Mary, George, 179.
And it's up in the area 4420 Hospital Avenue outside. 22 to 5 gunshots. Code 2 is 5775 RD 1089.
099, can I have Phil respond to Jefferson and Vermont?
399, do you need another tow?
No, we just need one tow.
It's Googleable.
399, Roger.
Just Google Ari Shafir, Kobe Bryant. It's all Googleable.
Unit 415 Crew 4627 Russell Avenue 05635 or DLAB 42 and 507 Party 4602 Los Feliz Boulevard 05748 or DLAB 42.
18, keep call our PR and have step out so we can make entry.
687.
Mendez, no, I don't.
954 North Kenmore Avenue.
We're not going anywhere, Lori. We're not going anywhere.
Suspect female employee, no further threatened to appear with a knife. So, incident 5785 in RD 1107.
Shop is indignant. Code 257774119.
Information is 5778 in RD 1107.
Yeah.
1389. Shows on a citizen flag down. MTA driver at Central and 16th.
4750 Langdon.
can say 5771 might be willing to occur news stand. Any driver.
It's touch 1850 Lincoln Avenue and Elevated to Screaming Child. Open investigation 2668 Highland Avenue, code 2, incident 5711 or 884. You have to identify?
Your parking center 564 may be rated between 75771. We'll also assign you 75771.
Funny identify?
You have to go back in 4861 4838.
Evergreen, Pennsylvania, common name home.
Additional unit with flares. Vermont and Jefferson traffic control.
Uh-oh. Vermont and Jefferson. There's a good TC over there, I was told.
20 years old. I'll be believing suffering from alcohol overdose.
2668 Highland Avenue. It's code 2 for 5711 or D884, 785 or D1107. Road, can you show me the route, please? 837 area code 7, code 1040. About 135, about 138. 73, for 873, monitor your MDC for calls. Information only, 517 fireworks in the area of Woodbine Street and White Oak Avenue. Information only on incident 5793 and RD 1005.
Boy, John, Frank, 983.
Paul, it's because,
Information only is 57.
if you knew if you know Ari and his humor, that's why it was a joke. If you knew Ari and his humor, that's why he can call it and consider it a joke.
Ferry suspect just left 7540 Simpson Avenue, 135761 RD 1504.
On 180, 13 will handle. Yeah, the Roch, thanks guys.
PR still needs PD. Stand by.
Roger, good night. 59 is requesting additional unit Rainier and Olin. Olin to come by. 89, no further. Unit 60.
Anyway, how about 325 to the one together after the call?
6, near me, and Sacramento, 8, John Edward Lincoln, 538.
7135 do not contact the air. Station of your call, the watch number. 10 station is received.
AK-97, just code 6, Figueroa and 104.
Mr. Brown, 412 East 5th Street. 412 East 5th Street. Suspect is the expected melee, attempting to kick the door down, no longer picking up the doors. Code 37580 57 I am route.
Additional unit for a building.
399399, no acknowledgement for an additional unit.
43, 15.
Thank you, Ed from Rochester.
399, Roger.
I usually get a ticket. I used to average it about once every year or twice a year. The older I get, it went to once a year. Now it's about every other year. I don't know the last time I got a ticket. When's the last time I got a ticket?
Off the second floor, damaging the property. It's code 25804 and RD
Oh, that sounds
1268.
fun.
Next 18, 10 next 18, come in.
The message for 1897.
41, 26, Queen Lincoln, 41, come in.
432 Union Drive. Incident 4861 RD 257. I was in party 945 South Park View Street. Incident 5535 RD 271. Rampart 1011.
4 correct. 1, X89, Topanga Canyon and Ventura Boulevard.
6 on my code 30.
848, Roger.
Someone else in that road plate for you to add the restraint into the
30. Go ahead.
1025, 1 will be with it, and 10253 will be out of it.
I'm calling to St. Patrick's on the red Toyota Camry, 6 plate.
77, sounds like up to Lisa Terry.
Taylor Georgian, address line?
That's the 101 freeway.
32,000 Terry, able to call it.
20 Roger, the 101 freeway. 21A97, 21A97, traffic collision, Fallbrook Crossroad, 0565, ready 2102.
77, 2000, copy number 3 lane, about 50 miles per hour.
4017, Grandview Boulevard.
015 Oxford Street, takeoff, tech. Information incident 5815.
Local gas station.
We've been doing this stream for about an hour and a half. You asked that question about the schools like 45 minutes ago. Why are you stuck on what schools I went to and where I got kicked out of? Just know that I went to about a dozen schools and I got kicked out of every single one I went to, except the one I graduated from. All over Orange County and a couple in LA County.
East of Tower on 7 William Lincoln, 777.
Last two to be advised there is on clearance.
79 Sunset East of Gower on 7 Robert William Lincoln, 777.
98029, Cassie.
There's 21 on the 10, go ahead.
5283.
That's confirmed.
That's 26. 412 East 3rd Street.
Structure fire, 110. Nearest close of Atkinson.
Charles, still number 3 lane,
Copy, south on 5, number 3 lane, 6 miles per hour, approaching Silver.
Hey, LA, you said you have over there, or you do not? It's all clear, we can try for another reset. They still find an engine in that first part.
Southbound Van Nuys from the 101, suspect vehicle is over in east of London.
Do you have a 1020?
Southbound at Smoky Bear, approximately 55 miles per hour. Similar traffic. Roger.
Heisenberg, it's a good question. It's a real good question. I would like to get a story for you guys. So if I can at least get a story, probably I would say after the story at this point.
Engine 48 was plus 29, Chastain, 5024, Heinz, across the studio.
Apple Canyon.
372, copy number 3 lane, approximately 50 miles per hour at Apple Canyon.
You, sir, had the right of way, but if you're not going to pay attention, then I am not going to oblige.
Hey, 102S3 negative, it's just 4 units.
102S3, I copy negative on any canines, only 4 units. Vaccine, my apologies, I wasn't able to copy.
We have a place.
126, I copy requesting a canine and units that have a spike community.
45, we're staging at Vista Del Lago with a night.
45, staging at Vista Del Lago.
Number 3 lane,
I copy 1 mile north of Vista Del Lago.
Engine light for stage. Engine 7, squad 8, time 1, Captain Kim 5, with 35, Fairfax, Santa Monica. Engine squad 191, Mahalo 1, medic, engine 771, medical res, 2468, Boulevard, 8134, public official, 438,
for a TP involved, incident 161 Marcel. Any Western unit, family dispute, restraining order violation, 4531 West Olympic Boulevard, apartment 3.
All right, so I don't know who this is, but he's entertaining. So if you guys want to be entertained while listening to the pursuit, check this cat out.
Correction 161 Vista.
And from listening to him for a few minutes, he obviously knows what he's talking about. I've never seen this kind of content mixed where someone's all about smoking weed and listening to police scanners. Never seen that. But he does know what he's talking about. He obviously has some experience. If somebody wants to tell me who he is, please do. This guy's kind of funny. And I'm going to turn him off right now, though.
Fairfax, west of Oakwood.
You know who he is, Emergency News? It's a little weird, though. You know, it's hard to associate those two things. I just sent it. Yeah, he's on YouTube. Right there. There's the link. You guys watch him. Watch him. He's more entertaining than I am. I don't know if he has just good listening skills or ex-police or friends in police or old media, but he obviously knows what he's talking about from the few minutes I was hearing him.
That's 640 Palmdale Avenue. Your PR will be standing in front to direct. Female wearing a red shirt, gray pants. Additional on incident 6.
Manhattan, please. Previously 4858. Go to the 330 12
Yeah, so I'm not hearing it or watching it. I was actually, did I hear it before I went live? I think so, because I can't have my volume up right now, and if his stream or his voice comes over mine, then it's not good. So I'm not watching or listening right now. But he was on before I started streaming, so he's been following this pursuit for a minute, and that's how I found out about it. When I was just searching the pursuit, he came up. Like I can go to it, like I can go to his page, but I'm not listening to it. Like I went there to see if he was live to make sure I can, to send you guys. But let me see if he's still on.
The information of Vessel 390 present a vehicle north of Sepulveda. Vehicle left turning right into the parking lot at Walgreens East of Sepulveda.
He is still alive, but I'm not listening to him. But I'm interested in who he is. I'll do some research later. Still talking about condiments and burgers. That's funny. All right, he's coming. He's coming towards us, the pursuit. All right, so I got a guy in position right now. And eventually I'll, depending on what he does at the 210, once he gets to the 14 and the 210 is if we get into position or not.
California Hospital with RA 15.
Black NSD wearing red t-shirt, sweat yelling at the utilities. Screaming out in the background, kids are at location, unexpected.
45, standby. 17 Roger.
Yeah, that's what's so interesting about it. It's you usually don't run into those type of people in this industry because you're constantly working with police and firefighters. You can't, show up in that condition. But because he's in a chair, he can totally do whatever he wants. But like I said, I've never seen that combo before. So it caught my attention, and obviously he knows what he's talking about. So like I said, I'll research him later, or somebody will tell me his past. Frazzle, no, I'm not listening. AJ, yeah, I would say the 110. The 110's my favorite freeway. The 91 is my sentimental freeway. It's the first freeway I learned, but the 110's been my moneymaker. LAX is where? At the pursuit? Or did he make his way to, did LAX make his way to the guy's, stream? Oh, he's on the stream. All right, I just went to the stream. I'm not listening, but I see his comment. That's funny. Hopefully LAX will make sure he's not saying anything bad about us. We talk about food sometimes too, guys.
50, William 53 and 869 Roger. 30 and 40, 1834, Prime Drive 31 Avenue for room check.
221 West Sunset Boulevard at Chateau Marmont Hotel. Female, 24 years. Ladder going to code 21053 RD6 RD.
He's really into hamburgers. Well, sometimes we're really into tacos.
Are you aware of the
Santa Monica Central Park 8. Service Remote Santa Monica with United 30 years. My shorts are cast, littering in the terminal restricted areas.
Okay. Stupid. Dude.
Incident 55.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow.
004 South Central on the liquor store.
That's crazy.
50 years, start clothing,
Dude.
vehicle, motorcycle.
Engine 100, 100, secure plaza at Tower 12.
Pacific Unit Battery Investigation 4650 Mr. Boulevard to Marine Building Hospital. Incident 45 RD 1451. The only road is a zero. And what's up with the transportation?
20627 Logan Street, front location, 20 males and females, ages 15 to 17 years, daughter. Code 2, incident 59, RD 1791.
506, number 3, approximately 55 miles per hour, 1 mile north of Texas.
Smoking Scan's not leaving his house. Dude! Scott! Yes, there is a wrong way driver that crashed, but it wasn't a high-speed crash. It was a very slow-speed crash. He hit some parked cars before coming to arrest.
Boulevard, better location is El Central and Hollywood on the corner. 1426 of your ride to UCLA Westwood.
147, copy 97, 122, no vehicle traffic sign.
Roger.
785, number 3, approximately 55 miles per hour at 10 Highway.
Puppy's good. Puppy's good. Puppy's good. Thank you very much.
The suspect left the location on foot, headed toward the train tracks in the rear of the building. Here wishes to me he's at 220 Bloom Street.
Yeah, Master. He's been floating for a minute. He went pretty far and then came back. He has to be running out of gas soon. He has to be running out of gas soon.
229, squad 87, diabetic, 4413 main, cross Los Angeles. Charles, number 3 lane, 50 miles per hour, approaching the upper 502, number 3 lane at approximately 50 miles per hour, approaching the upper First Street,
That's what you get for not paying attention. That was like a long green light, dude. Angel, no, it's not. Or did it get back? Did it get off the freeway and back heading north? Because it was heading north for a long time, then it came back down south. Now what's it doing? I hear it's southbound.
Unable to get reset.
It's a little fault. Yeah, it's heading south. So, a lot of times too, what I tell my guys is whatever the last thing is on the news, especially if it's breaking news, has the opportunity of being the first thing on the news in the morning. So if they do breaking news at 11 p.m. for like a fire, that's one thing. But if they do breaking news at 11 p.m. for a pursuit, and then they follow that pursuit all the way until 11:35 when their news ends, they're gonna want to see the ending in the morning. So this pursuit was on everybody's channel at 10 and 11 heading north as the time was breaking down. And then when the news was over, pursuit was still going. So in the morning, they're gonna want to know what happened with this pursuit. So I doubt any stringers followed it, but now stringers are heading back to it. So this is kind of the story of the night for the most part. It's CHP that's chasing them. For those of you who care, CHP TAN, which is Newhall, Antelope Valley.
78 S8, there is an airship product, not sure who it is.
LA Captain Air 21, we're en route, a few minutes out.
LA goes to Air 21 en route, a few minutes out, thank you.
North County Sheriff is overhead. Just keep an eye on you guys. That's Kirk County overhead. LA County is coming in for the south.
Copy, Kern County's overhead and LA County's coming in from the south.
Now I got to be careful because he has options, and let's say I get I go north 5 because he's south 5. Well, if he gets on the 405 and I'm out of position, that's not good. If I'm here in downtown, he gets on the 405, then I can cut him off at the 101, or I can cut him off at 405 and the 10. We don't know what he's doing, so I'm not putting myself in the position of. I'm waiting to see what he does once he gets past the 210.
Air 21 is overhead. We're in a position call to see if you guys like. Let us know.
LA, out there, and call.
I need the air unit call. Air 21.
Air 21, copy. Alright, suspect vehicles continuing southbound, about 5. These are about 50 miles north of the Newhall Ranch. These about 55 miles an hour.
See, the problem is the guy's driving so slow. So slow.
Copy, South 5 is about 50 miles north of Newhall Ranch at 50 miles an hour.
AO is inside. All of the first 4 pool stations are all clear. Going to the 3rd right now. Alright, the vehicle is continuing southbound to 5 at 55 miles an hour, no change.
Southbound 5 at 55 miles per hour. Canal Center, green flare, parking on board in the Carabella on a Wakeport to rescue 896.
Frazzled and Bruce, I haven't heard any call-outs, you know, for any explosions or anything. Or any crashes. Because a boom could be an explosion or a crash.
Vehicle continuing southbound on the freeway, speed of 55 miles an hour, just past Lake Hughes.
Lake Hughes. So he's still way up there. Like I said, I have somebody on it. So we're okay right now. Frazzled, you'll hear it as well as me.
We're not gonna be long to need it. This thing called Fallbrook and Mental.
23 is going on. 23 Roger.
I'll be sure you're focusing down on the boat a little front.
Squad 413 LS 406 9th Street, Columbia.
Linda Flora Drive, 2050 Linda Flora Drive. PR here is banging and off along the back street. So 3 into 103 or to 805. 441 South Ferrando. Switch to 774 in 2017. Android X 3 22005 1791.
Linda Flora Drive, 2050 Linda Flora Drive, code 312 3RD 805. 612 Here's 85 fine code from 548 Kevin Avenue to 2050.
So we're just waiting to see where he goes. I don't want to get out of position because, like I said, I have somebody in position, so I don't want to, like, all of a sudden go around it kind of thing. I don't want to, you know, if I go up this way and he's coming down this one, if we don't meet, he could go this way and then I have to kind of go around him, so I'm just going to wait it out and see what happens here. Let's see where he is.
And Gordon.
Stand by in the Hollywood car.
120.
Control 132 with squad 107, Chastain 3030 Avalia, cross the port.
Master, why? Why should I put my yellows on?
Do you have an additional call for party at Carabella and Borden? Would that be related to this call?
I got paid.
Okay, 621 APR from your DUI traffic exchange and related princess, so call back advise PD still needed.
They are trying to put a dog in it. They're trying to bring a dog to the end of it in case he doesn't want to get out, because that's another thing too, is once it stops he still has to get out of the car, and if he refuses to get out of the car, it becomes good video. Mendez, no, it's fog. It's definitely fog.
0099.
The PR is logged in the
downstairs bedroom with her 2-year-old son and 2-year-old
Where can you go to listen to it?
Alarm is activating.
I think this guy's still listening to it.
And TR still hears banging, but this one is at 103. And 874, the warrant.
What's up, Pennsylvania?
Chevrolet, 4-door. Jimmy, Melvin, 19303. Wait, Avenue, Caution. Avenue 52. Unknown suspect over 3 people. The Honda Accord license 7 Adam John George 993. 7 Adam John George 993. Caution is unknown direction. Take 06016 40 1141.
050. Patient to 2058 drive.
Good night, emergency. No, I just found out about him tonight, Master. Just learned about him tonight when I was checking out the pursuit before I went live. All right, so he's in Valencia now.
Imperial Highway, confirming out to the station and 050 mileage, my boy.
050 is responsible house fire. FDA is responding. Roger.
For Norwalk 43, continue just 41 from 101 and 10 Imperial Highway to North Station. Your mileage goes at 2431 hours.
So he is one exit away from my guy right now. Or 4 exits, I think. My guy's at Lions. My guy's staged at Lions right now, and he's at Valencia, so he's coming right at him.
George, correction, John George 993 is the 1990.
Bruce, you won't see it on there. That's for traffic incidences only. This is not a traffic incident. Now, if it crashes, it'll show up on there, or if it becomes a sig alert, it will show up on there, but it's definitely not on there now, and it won't be.
Somebody sent back 11360 West Amount of Boulevard, approaching 77853.
135 boy on 132 at Station, person at Paramount.
2181, can you check over PR 178? I'll do the 25, Roger.
Attached an LS rescue. Second patient for USCPD. Rescue 898 cancel.
What's CHP doing back there? CHP is... looks like they're staging behind us.
43, last 46, Temple, suspect with. Sergeant 43 cancel, and 43 cancel, 26 available.
because it's traffic incidences are things that are stopping traffic. This isn't stopping the flow of traffic. It's not a crash. It's not a stalled vehicle. It's nothing that CHP needs to go to. They're at it. Show us. I just did. They're back there. I don't know where they went, but they're probably waiting for it to show up this way too. Yes, CHP is staging behind me. Oh, Martin, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's waiting to give me a ticket when I leave here because I'm parked illegally.
Let's go 147 T03566 Beachwood in California. Engine 18 medical rest 680.
Got it. We got a passing shot. We have a passing shot. We are involved.
Engine 12, cyclist QBOS, Glenn and altitude.
We got a passing shot, which I don't think depends on how fast it's over. If it's over within the next 10-15 minutes, then great. I'll show it to you. But besides that, he's now behind it, and now we're waiting for it to end. So look at that. That's why he's driving so slow. Yeah, he's still up at the 5 near the 14. And now there's a crash south of us. Oh, there goes CHP. He gone.
Squad 33. We'll be waiting 501 Lancaster Boulevard in the lobby.
So it sounds like On Scene is also behind the pursuit. I don't know how far north they went, but they're behind it right now. So there is competition. Cade, hopefully. I don't know. It all depends on who gets what and who has what. So On Scene could have 6 passing shots for all we know. We have 1. But they could also have none. Who knows? And because it's the weekend, my dude can take his time.
An item that was on the stove was popping and was causing a fire. And
289, you getting in on this?
and she told them that there's no fire and no break-in at the location.
It is.
16 abdominal BLS 1225 and
It is coming at you. All right. So far, it sounds like On Scene. So I'm guessing Jason. and Keith are going to be behind it.
Has LAPD been notified?
Try to zoom in on those sparking tires. I mean, when it passes you, turn around the other way and forget to hit record. Also, because it has sparking tires, do not stop hitting record until you can't see it anymore. In case they pit, in case he crashes. Don't stop hitting record until you can't see him anymore. I think he's past Magic Mountain. Yeah, now he's at the 14. So now's where we're going to decide what he does. Is he going to stay on the 5, or is he going to get on the 210, or is he going to take the 405? So if he takes the 405, what I'm about to do right now is going to hurt me, but I got people that can get into position. If he stays on the 5 or makes his way to the 210, we should be fine.
Hey, Brownie, this is what's
Engine 59, 10730, Abbenberry, cross of Tennessee.
okay, vehicle continues southbound on the 5 for the 14 interchange. Speed's about 50 miles an hour. Traffic side.
Engine 9, that's not a
Anytime anybody asks me what the most crashed intersection is, I don't know, but this is the most crashed interchange in Southern California. Guaranteed, every time it rains, there will be a crash right here.
Speed's about 55 miles an hour.
Oh, he sped up a little bit.
About a half mile south of the 14.
So the only way he's going to hurt us right now is if, 1, it stops, or 2, it takes the 405. If it takes the 405, we're not really in position for that. Although he is slow and we don't drive slow, so we still have an opportunity to get him if he takes the 405. We're just going to kind of be a little behind for the most part. We don't have any excitement yet.
LA, we're approaching the 5-210 interchange. Stand by for direction.
Copy, approaching southbound 5-210 interchange.
If he takes the 210, I can hop on the 2 right here and take the 2 to the 210.
Alright, 21 copies. Continuing southbound the 5 and 210 interchange. About 55 miles an hour, no traffic.
No, he's passing the 2. He's at the 210 right now. And I'm driving slow to see what he does. If he takes the 210, I got to jump on the 2 right here.
Continuing southbound the 5. Coming up to Rockford, speeds about 15 miles an hour, traffic light.
Alright, so he committed to the 5. The next thing he has is the 118 and the 405.
Air 21, I copy southbound 5 south of Rockford. It can stop it with 50 miles per hour.
Yeah, southbound 5 is passing Rockford now. Speeds about 15 miles an hour, 50.
now 50 miles per hour.
Into 23, 125, 105.
No, he's 5 south.
Copy vehicle 2 southbound approaching the 405 interchange.
Oh, where I'm at? Okay, yeah, don't give locations. I'll block you if you want me to. I'm not quite sure if you were giving my location or you're trying to say where the pursuit was. Uh-oh. They just...
We're down to 405 now.
Committed to the 405.
Copy vehicle committed to 405 and Air 21 southbound 405.
Yeah, southbound 405 at the 5. He's about 55 miles an hour.
I told you. Now I wish I would have stayed in downtown because I could have took the 101, but I'm good right now. I might be able to catch him. I take the 134 to the 101, head him off 101 at the 405.
We have him. Incident 172.
Okay, southbound 405. Past Rinaldi, speed about 55 miles an hour.
Copy southbound 405 at Rinaldi, 55 miles per hour.
No, he's not heading to the... All right, so you guys are obviously listening to to Broadcastify, or you're listening to something that's 45 seconds behind. Go ahead and listen to me.
All he knows is that he doesn't know the exact address. All he knows is that that's all he had. He really needs to give me a call back as well.
I copy. West Valley is going to be taking over and New Hall is backing out.
I don't care if you listen to Broadcastify, just don't comment about it because you're going to be late.
170 copy primary, and if Air 21, can you copy LA? No, LA Air 21, I got you. Copy. That's primary 21, if you can call it. Not that we have some issues or past NW. Continue southbound 405 from the 118, speed about 55 miles an hour, no traffic. Copy southbound 405 from the 118, 55 miles per hour, no traffic. West Valley, West Valley, southbound 405, that's Devis, speeds are 45 miles an hour. Copy southbound 405 at 7.
Yeah, sure, I have some shirts. Let me just throw them out on the freeway right now while I'm on my way to a pursuit.
Copy West Valley, use the take number. And just be advised, it looks like West Valley does copy. Or do I have a, it was a 56S10 that was en route? Here's 21 King advised up South Street. Speed's about 45, 50 miles an hour. 21 southbound 405, approaching north off 45 to 50 miles per hour. And West LA units are going to be staging at Mulholland. Alright, suspect vehicle continues southbound 405 to pass Roscoe Boulevard, speeds are 55 miles an hour. 21 X on the southbound 405 just south of Roscoe, 55 miles an hour. And units just be advised, prior in this pursuit, the party was waving his hand out the window a couple of times with an unknown object or unknown if something was in his hand. So there's unknown if there's any weapons in the vehicle, and he was also throwing paper out of the window. West LA units copy. 56-170 copy. Pause in the vehicle, so New Hall units kept the spotlight in the car. 10-4, we have it activated as well. 10-4, thanks guys. Vehicle continues southbound 405, speeds are 55 miles an hour, approaching Sherman Way. So it's 65 miles per hour approaching Sherman Way on the southbound 405? About 55 miles an hour southbound 405. Copy, correction, about 55 miles per hour. Right there, my ELR number. Alright, suspect vehicle continuing south, speeds are up 55 miles an hour.
So I got an issue right now.
21, copy, suspect vehicle southbound 405, passing Sherman Way, approaching Victory, 55 miles per hour.
The issue is he could take this transition and get in front of me. So
Continue southbound 405, past Victory Boulevard, 55 miles an
I
hour.
want to do see, he could screw me and go right in front of us right here. If he takes the 101 west, I'm in trouble. If he takes the 101 west, I'm in trouble. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get a moving passing shot. I am not going to get a out of the vehicle passing shot. I'm going to get a moving passing shot. If he takes the 101, we're screwed. There's nothing I can do. If he takes the 101 east or west, we're screwed. If he stays 405, we'll be okay.
Vehicle continues southbound 405, past Burbank Boulevard, 40 miles an hour. Air 21, I copy. Southbound 405, passing Burbank Boulevard, 40 miles per hour. Approaching the 405, 101 interchange. Copy, southbound 405, approaching the 101 interchange.
7185 to Benedict. We're going to settle with Spike Strip. Remember that was 104, 97 Spike Strip. So let's go. We're going to be at the interchange. 45 southbound to 101 eastbound on the right shoulder. Coming in the 2 lane now. Copy, it's number 2 lane now, southbound on Spike Strip is set up, southbound 405 to the east on 101.
He took it. He took the 101. He took the 101. He's not staying with us. I saw it behind me.
Vehicles going eastbound 101 now from the southbound.
Damn it! Damn it!
Suspect vehicles committed to the eastbound 101.
Right where we just came. They just pitted him in front of us.
Copy vehicles eastbound 101 from the southbound 405.
Damn it, dude. We missed it.
Copy unit that's advising good spike ID.
We were right.
104, copy good spike. We were advised vehicle might have run flat tires.
We were
like the 4th spike.
We were right there. We were at the 405. We just came from the 101. But it's what happens.
56 10 copy, you're 97 in the pursuit, and assuming the supervisor roll, 78 8 you can drop out. Oh, yeah, I'll copy.
What a bummer, what a bummer.
78 8 copy, 1022, thank you, sir.
Damn it. What a bummer, dude. We were in a good spot, too, to get a nice follow shot.
Copy, eastbound 101, approaching Van Nuys Boulevard.
Oh, we were just there. We were just there. We were just there.
Make sure all the data knows we're heading their way. That's confirmed, they copy.
Damn.
Just be advised, I don't know if any copied the suspect vehicle address coming out of Burbank on Pass Avenue in Burbank, 401 North Pass Avenue in Burbank. Engine 130 public assist, 375 across 56 Selected vehicles exiting on Boulevard, 101 East, and West Road. The vehicle is going to be exiting Van Nuys Boulevard from the east on 101, will advise direction. Alright, vehicle is southbound Van Nuys Boulevard. Southbound 101. Copy, suspect vehicles can be southbound on Van Nuys Boulevard from the eastbound 101. Van Nuys Boulevard, south of Clean Street. Copy, City Tango at gunpoint. Copy, vehicle is pitted Van Nuys to south of Clean, and officers are out of the party at gunpoint. Negative. Front door is open, a male stepping out, no shirt, black pants, with white stripes down the side. People, no shirt, black pants with white stripes on the shirt. And officers are taking the suspect into custody now.
It's over.
Copy, suspect is being taken into custody now.
Just like that. It's all over.
166 squad 167, OLS 0502, lower Zupa and Doreen Pinto. Just on RT15. Six 178, copy up, 1 in custody.
Hey, when they lift him up, go up to him and ask him why he was running. Dude, what kind of car is this? Because we want one. It's an amazing vehicle. That thing is no joke. That thing's no joke. What's up, man?
Ryan.
What's up, Ryan? Nice to meet you.
Going?
Oh, wow.
That's Kevin right there.
Hey, wow.
That's Kevin.
Finally got to meet you guys. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
I'm good, Jason. How are you?
Not too bad.
You rolling?
No, you're good. Got our share of excitement.
Right? Finally, huh?
Man, get the police! No, get the police! Why not? Please get me the police!
Poor guy.
Do that. I'm not a bad guy.
I hate that, man. Poor guy. Gotta call a T unit.
we don't have one tonight, man. That's the problem.
Just keep rolling. I'll ask him. I actually feel sorry for the guy. Why are you running? Why were you running? Poor guy. Yeah. I actually feel sorry for him. So it's not over. They're going to call fire units. They're going to probably have a fire come in and evaluate them.
Requesting 1141, party has loud free, give it 10.
There you go. Yeah, see, they're going to call the fire department. Fire department. So, what do you have on camera?
Kind of like a minute passing shot, and
Do you have the?
I have that. Yeah.
Do you have the?
I don't have the pit. No one got the pit unless.
Okay, good.
After me.
All right.
But I was in the front, so.
All right, I got to move my vehicle.
I'm right here.
Yeah. Once they move that, yeah, wait for the RA and then send. So man, it's nice to finally meet you. Yeah, I'm allowed to park wherever I want. You didn't know that?
Sorry, we got the pit. We were right behind him.
Did you get it on camera? Nice, nice.
Passing pit. Take down.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
At my truck.
Bobby, how you doing? Great.
Keith, the corner of that vehicle is the one that did it. 289 says he has the pit. Who knows though?
There's like 20 cars.
All right, I'm out of here. You do you. Actually, you know what? We're gonna say goodbye. You guys got your content. There it is. Thanks everybody for joining. Thank you for the donations. I appreciate all you guys following and taking the time to be nice and do nice things for us. And yeah, those tires, right? Let's go check those tires out. See, that's what it looks like. But yeah, those tires. Spike stripped that thing really good and never touched it. All right, so, remember, tomorrow is Promise to No One. Hug your loved ones. Later, losers.